Greetings. This is community activist Vogel Denise Newsom. They just wanted to take the time to share with the public the public records request submitted to the City of Jackson, Mississippi in regards to their potholes street road project, reference number W000-666-040416. Also to let you all know that the Klan's law firm of Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz has an office location in the Meadowbrook Office Park off of I-55 North, 4268 presently, as of May 17, 2016. So hopefully that will clarify, with the pressure being put on the City of Jackson, the reason for the foolishness and stupidity of the Klan's law firm in regards to flyers being distributed in Jackson to instill or to put fear in the citizens and residents. Thank goodness you aren't falling for that trash. This is the response to the request for clarification submitted on or about May 16, 2016. Number 1, requesting to see documents record of all monies, tax dollars, allocated in revenue to date, providing them with the date of 5 or May 17, 2016 for the street road project in Jackson, Mississippi. Requesting to see expense report for the streets road project for the City of Jackson, Mississippi. Monies allocated and monies paid out to date, providing a date of May 16, 2016. 3. Request to see all contracts with the repair of the streets and or roads in the City of Jackson, Mississippi. 4. Please provide listing of all law firms, if any, that have billed the City of Jackson, Mississippi for their work done on the streets road project. Please provide the amount of all monies paid out by the City of Jackson, Mississippi for law firms for the street roads project. 5. Request to see and view all complaints that have been filed with the City of Jackson, Mississippi, and what is the status of each regarding A. Reporting of potholes, B. Damage to vehicles as a direct and proximate result of potholes, C. Personal injury resulting as a direct and proximate result of potholes. 6. Requesting listing of potholes caused by A. Vehicles, B. Wear and aging infrastructure, C. Water leaks, D. Sewage breakage. 7. Requesting listing of potholes repaired. Include address, location of repairs. 8. Requesting to see listing and or agenda of the street roads allocated for repairs, not patchwork, actually scheduled for repavement, resurfacing. Yes, we are keeping the vision alive of former Jackson, Mississippi Mayor Chokwe Lumumba. One city, one aim, one destiny. And we are exposing through this video the terrorist acts of the likes of the Klan's law firm, Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz. Because the laws are clear that when you don't stop such terrorist behaviors or acts, they continue to go on to spread such hatred and terrorist acts elsewhere. They did not stop with the 9/11 attacks. They are here, right here in Jackson, Mississippi, trying to instill fear in the citizens and residents of Jackson, Mississippi, and surrounding areas.
Today is March the 14th, 2016, and we are off of I-55, and again, just touring Jackson, Mississippi. And for those who don't know, yes, the Klan's law firm of Baker Donelson has a location here in Jackson, Mississippi. So we just stopped to get a video clip of that. And for those who don't know, I'm going to turn it on around so you can see. They aren't too far from that hospital called St. Dominic's Hospital. Which is over there. That's where they took the former mayor of Jackson, Mississippi, Chokwe Lumumba.
Taking back Jackson, Mississippi. It appears the Klan's law firm of Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz has scammed, robbed, and stolen from the residents of Jackson, Mississippi long enough. Sending a message in 2016, the Klan has clacked out. Pack your bags and get out. We want the public and the world to see for themselves how the likes of the Klan's law firm, Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz, goes about trying to instill fear in the citizens and the residents of Jackson, Mississippi. Why? Because their backs are up against the wall. Because we are looking forward to pulling any and all contracts between the city of Jackson, Mississippi and this terrorist law firm of Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz. Not only that, without money, they won't be able to finance such foolishness and distribution of such trash. Hello.
It was just shocking. You know, we've lived here a long time, and this was the last thing that we would have expected to see on our front doorstep.
Phoebe and Walter Porter have lived in Belhaven for 22 years, and when they found this KKK flyer in their driveway Sunday morning, they couldn't believe it.
It says, the law-abiding citizens of your community can sleep in peace knowing the Klan is awake.
The Porters initially thought that they were being targeted.
I walked through all the neighborhood, and I said, no, it's in front of every house out there.
There was a phone number on the side, and we actually called it, trying to get some answers.
Greeting from the loyal white knights of the KKK.
But we're only able to leave a voicemail.
And wanted to see why you guys are spreading these around that neighborhood. If you will give me a phone call back.
Absolutely shocking to see this and then to learn that it wasn't simply directed at us, which I was thankful for, but at the same time, it doesn't represent our neighborhood in any way, shape, or form.
Not at all.
I was like, this is crazy. I have no idea why they're doing this.
So we were very heartbroken. I mean, it kind of chokes me up, honestly. But it's been talked about nonstop on the street, and we're very, this does not represent Belhaven. This does not represent the people here. And all are welcome.
Today is March 14, 2016. We're at State Street in Euclid. And we're again in Jackson, Mississippi, looking at the streets, the condition of the streets. So people can see that their tax dollars are not being put on what they think or they had been told that money would be used on. Under the law, they have a legal as well as lawful right to determine where are the tax dollars going and where is that money being allocated. As we can see here, it doesn't appear to be on the streets. Again, keeping big, huge law firms and their clients like Wall Street and JP Morgan Chase Bank right there for everybody to see. Yes, that law firm, Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, Berkowitz, JP Morgan Chase Bank, Wall Street, from my research and documentations, came to Jackson, Mississippi, pulling what is known as the interest swap deal scam on them. Now they're up here running scams as the electronic water meter. We are here to address and expose such criminal activities and to let the people know their, hopefully, duty and right to get such criminals off the city council's board or whatever they're on. Today is March 14, 2016, and now we're at State Street in Arlington. So some of the portions of the road here in the Jackson, Mississippi area, again, the capital of Mississippi, the streets, condition of the streets are looking like this here in this area. With the different scams that law firms such as Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz brings to the city to clean the people out, we want it known and put on video.
Pulling off the hoods or sheets. We are looking forward to pulling the contracts with racist and terrorist law firms as Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz. Pack your bags and get out.
That's what I'm out here doing, sir. Taking pictures of it, fundraising today, because the little community. So we're right here on Mill Street and Emmett. This is the condition. This is unacceptable. Look at this. And this is in the capital city of Jackson, Mississippi. Look at this. Like I said, look at this. We're still walking. This is the road. This is the street, y'all. See, this is the street. This is the street. Looking like this. Again, and this is just right here in the heart of Emmett and Mill Street in the downtown Jackson city limits.
Exposing Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz, a law firm, it appears, that engages in terrorist acts for purposes of instilling fear to control people and start wars for the purpose of training white supremacist group members. A law firm that appears planned, orchestrated, and carried out the 9/11-2001 World Trade Center bombings and other terrorist attacks. The game is up. Creating and training terrorists? Come on now. Under the administration of United States President Ronald Reagan, it appears that the law firm of Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz placed its employee and attorney, Howard Henry Baker Jr., a former United States Senator, in the United States White House as Chief of Staff to advise President Ronald Reagan, who reportedly suffered from Alzheimer's while in the White House.
We also have a history of kind of moving in and out of Pakistan. I mean, let's remember here, the people we are fighting today, we funded 20 years ago. And we did it because we were locked in this struggle with the Soviet Union. They invaded Afghanistan, and we did not want to see them control Central Asia, and we went to work. And it was President Reagan, in partnership with the Congress, led by Democrats, who said, you know what, sounds like a pretty good idea. Let's deal with the ISI and the Pakistani military, and let's go recruit these mujahideen, and let's get some to come from Saudi Arabia and other places, importing their Wahhabi brand of Islam, so that we can go beat the Soviet Union. And guess what? They retreated. They lost billions of dollars, and it led to the collapse of the Soviet Union. So there's a very strong argument, which is, it wasn't a bad investment to end the Soviet Union, but let's be careful what we sow, because we will harvest. So we then left Pakistan. We said, okay, fine, you deal with the stingers that we've left all over your country. You deal with the mines that are along the border. And by the way, we don't want to have anything to do with you. In fact, we're sanctioning you. So we stopped dealing with the Pakistani military and with ISI, and we now are making up for a lot of lost time.
So if you think if we walked away from this, didn't give them money today, it would be worse for us from a security standpoint.
I do. We're building a relationship that just did not exist. I said in our last trip when you were with me that we had a huge trust deficit, in part because the United States had, to be fair, we had helped to create the problem we're now fighting.
How?
Because when the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, we had this brilliant idea that we were going to come to Pakistan and create a force of mujahideen, equip them with Stinger missiles and everything else to go after the Soviets inside Afghanistan. And we were successful. The Soviets left Afghanistan, and then we said, great, goodbye, leaving these trained people who were fanatical in Afghanistan and Pakistan, leaving them well armed, creating a mess, frankly, that at the time we didn't really recognize. We were just so happy to see the Soviet Union fall, and we thought, okay, fine, we're okay now. Everything's going to be so much better. Now you look back, the people we're fighting today, we were supporting in the fight against the Soviets.
So it appears, from listening to the interview of Hillary Clinton, that the Klan's law firm Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz planned for the 9/11 attacks and created terrorist cells while under the administration of Ronald Reagan, which at that time they had one of their top right-arm attorneys in there by the name of Howard Henry Baker Jr. Then up under Bill Clinton, President Bill Clinton's administration, they used the distraction while orchestrating the 9/11-2001 World Trade Center attacks by the name of Monica Lewinsky, the mistress of former U.S. President William Bill Clinton. Sure, there are many of you all out there that probably believed the Jewish or Zionist media coverage, trying to plant in you all's minds that it was this guy by the name of Osama bin Laden that carried out these attacks or masterminded that. No, it was none other than the likes of this terrorist law firm by the name of Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz, and those in which they conspired or were in cahoots with in carrying out this alleged 9/11 attack. How did they come about getting the flight records, airplanes allegedly used? Have you ever heard of a lady by the name of Linda Deschel? Well, she served as the deputy for the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, under United States President Bill Clinton, hello, during whose term they orchestrated the 9/11 attacks, it appears. She's also been Senior Vice President of American Association for Airport Executives, Director of Federal Affairs of Air Transport Association of America, Regional Director of Civil Aeronautics Board, and guess what? Yes, Senior Policy Advisor for the Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz law firm. Now, her husband is currently, by the name of Thomas Deschel, is currently founder and chairman of the Deschel Group, a public policy advisory of who? None other than Baker Donelson. Hello? Hello? We're sure this is going to be a bombshell for those who really thought that Osama bin Laden was the one that carried out the World Trade Center attacks. No. It was none other, it appears, than the Klan's law firm of Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz, making sure they have their lawyers, employees in place, such as this man named David Addington. Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz advisory controlling presence under United States President Ronald Reagan created and trained terrorists and planned terrorist attacks Under U.S. President William Bill Clinton, orchestrated the terrorist attacks. Under United States President George W. Bush, carried out the 9/11/2001 World Trade Center attacks and other attacks. Baker Donelson's employee attorney presence in the United States White House during President Ronald Reagan's and President George W. Bush's administration. Addington was also a special assistant for legislative affairs to President Ronald Reagan for 1 year in 1987 before becoming Reagan's deputy assistant. From 1989 to 1992, Addington served as special assistant to Cheney, who was then the Secretary of Defense, before being appointed by President George W. Bush and confirmed by the Senate as the Department of Defense General Counsel in 1992. Hello. Then from 1995 to 2001. Hello. Addington worked in private practice for law firms Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz. Hello. Taking back Jackson, Mississippi. It appears the Klan's law firm of Baker, Donelson, Bearman, Caldwell, and Berkowitz had scammed, robbed, and stolen from the residents of Jackson, Mississippi long enough. Sending a message in 2016, the Klan has clacked out. Pack your bags and get out. So please, let's not let the vision of the former mayor of Jackson, Mississippi by the name of Chokwe Lumumba go in vain. Yes, the vision lives on. One city, one aim, one destiny. United together, working together, we will get the job done. Thank you.